Do not pay for your silver and gold doing friends and family. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy talking about precious metals. So make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today I'm talking about something very important, and it is talking about purchasing your silver and gold. Specifically, if you're somebody that's buying your items from somebody on either Instagram or here on YouTube or on Facebook or any other social media outlet. You do not want to be buying your silver and gold, friends and family. If you're using PayPal for one, or other payment methods, here's why. Okay, if you are buying your silver and gold, friends and family, you're basically saying that you're going to give all of your money for this particular purchase to the seller and just hope that they send you the items that you paid for. When you send your payments via goods and services, a seller is going to have a 3% fee on that transaction. So if I sell, let's say, this gold coin for $1,000, 3%, I'm going to pay a $30 fee to PayPal on that $1,000. That's just the cost of doing business as the seller. But for you as the buyer, you're going to have a peace of mind. Because when you are buying from a seller online, goods and services is going to be covered by PayPal's buyer protection. Under that buyer's protection, basically it's saying that PayPal will fully reimburse you for the cost of the item and the delivery if your item doesn't arrive or match the description. So if, let's say you buy an item, let's say you buy this Poseidon coin from an auction on YouTube or off Instagram, and this is the item you buy. Here it looks wonderful and looks great, got Poseidon with his trident, whatever. Now let's pretend somebody sends you that Poseidon coin that you bought, friends and family, and let's say there's a huge gash in it, or a major defect, or it's toned up, or there's something really wrong with it and it's not at all what you bought. Well, you are out of that money. There's almost no recourse other than complaining to the individual and posting about it on social media to hopefully get them to, refund you. When it comes to PayPal goods and services, though, you have that protection built in. If these YouTube channels and online sellers ask you to send them the money, friends and family, you might want to consider paying them an extra 3% and have that peace of mind. Even if it's somebody who you've done business with, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, I know, because there's a lot of people who I'm friendly with who do the friends and family thing, and I always tell them not to. But even if you've done business with somebody for a long period of time, and you've sent friends and family over and over again, there still could always be that one instance that they send you something that isn't what you wanted or was misrepresented or comes damaged. Stuff like that happens. And even though you've had a long-term relationship with this individual and have done plenty of transactions, that doesn't mean that the one deal can go sour and you then lose all faith in that seller and you're never going to do business with them again, etc. I mean, that can happen, right? You can have 100 business transactions that go smoothly, and then you'll have the one that goes terribly wrong. It can happen. So you want to make sure that you are buying your stuff, goods and services. If a seller asks you or tells you send everything friends and family, just ask them if they're open to goods and services and if you are willing to pay that extra 3%. Now, I totally understand that you're going to want to make a deal for yourself, right? That's a lot of reasons why, people will go on Instagram or on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and they will try to buy the metals from one of these private sellers who are not an LLC or an established business, let's say, and you're trying to get a deal, And when they also are selling you gold, let's say really, really inexpensively as it relates to spot, and then they say also send it friends and family, well, there you go. You're making yourself a deal, but you're also rolling the dice by doing that. You want to make sure you are being very, very careful when you are sending payments via goods and services, or sorry, friends and family. The other thing I would say too, to kind of help you navigate that, just see what that person's credibility is like. I'm not saying this is something that you can't do. For example, I will buy stuff from individuals on Instagram via friends and family, or if there's other YouTube content creators who I buy stuff from, which I have in the past, whether it be, Silver Dragons, Guido Stacking, ECP, Silver Husky, DOA. There are people within the stacking community who I buy from, JT Coin Rings. And I will send it to them, friends and family, but that's because I know them. I've got their phone numbers. I talk to them off of the platform. I know them personally, so I don't mind sending them my payments via friends and family. But for you, the everyday person, you might not be a content creator, or you don't necessarily know individuals within the stacking community as well. You want to make sure that you see what their subscriber count is, how long they've been doing this for, how many views do they have on YouTube? That does help. That shows you whether or not they're a dedicated seller, or if they've been around for a long time, or if they're just some new person that just popped up and figures that they could just make money selling silver and gold online. So longevity makes a difference, okay? And or on Instagram, their followers, if they have a big following on Instagram, that will kind of indicate whether or not they are legit. So make sure you're looking for goods and services. If they're not offering that, ask them if they're willing to kind of work with you there. Maybe you could either give them like a 1.5% payment on top of whatever you purchase the item for towards goods and services. Because again, you as the buyer, you want to protect yourself. God forbid anything goes wrong. So make sure you keep that in the back of your mind, that it can happen. Things can go wrong. Make sure that you can communicate with the seller and see what their thoughts are on taking goods and services payments. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.